Yeah, man, I say all praises and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Stone. Shalom to all the brothers them out there pushing this truth in our sincerity. I know in all honesty, this is the brother from the James Jamaica camp, Yashamai. I know want to do a video, on Israel attacking Iran because this all go back to Bible prophecy, right? And it's all about prophecy, especially in these times we're living in right now, right? It's a major prophecy over the years, we're waiting on, we see these moves I make. Now we're very close to the end of the society because we're seeing, the things that we put into place right now in order to basically bring forth this destruction to the society, right? And we understand and we know that, before this war kick off, right, full-fledged, we have the MOTB have basically become monetary before this war kick off full-fledged, but very close right now. Right, see what's taking place right now in the news, we know they're very close. Right, to the time of, our deliverance, the time of this destruction of the society.
We are hearing on good authority now that Israel is planning to attack Iran in the coming weeks, or maybe even the coming days, after the country announced internationally that researchers working together with Russia and with China have developed a hypersonic missile system that they say is capable of penetrating all known defense systems. These systems include those of Israel and the United States of America. This information was distributed to international media directly from General Amiri Hajizadeh, the commander of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard's aerospace unit, less than 24 hours ago, saying that the hypersonic missiles, like their traditional counterparts, can deliver nuclear weapons. They warn that they can fly more than 5 times the speed of sound. They are completely untouchable, Iran says, by Israeli and American anti-missile capabilities. Open source intelligence information shows that the United States, together with Israel, are moving assets into place. They're doing this to send a message to Iran that will either incapacitate its missile production capabilities or its launching systems, or at least render them useless into the foreseeable future. What we may be looking at here, one intelligence source is quoted as saying, is that Israel may have finally found its red lines crossed by Iran with the admission of this technology, and rather than handling the offensive using normal chains of operations, Israel is now waiting for the signal to strike, either with or without the United States of America.
So right now we can say we're very close, to the destruction of the society because, this so-called looking white man I mentioned that Israel ready to attack Iran with without with America, right? With America ready or not, they're ready, right? Basically go at Iran, which ultimately are going to fulfill Bible prophecy because according to what written in the scripture, right? The scripture tells us that the least of the flock going to draw America out, in this third world war destruction, right? So we're very close right now to the destruction the society, right? This is Jeremiah 49 and verse 20 say, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom, and his purpose that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. So these so-called Jews gonna draw America out, this third world war destruction, right? Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them, because according to what written in the scripture, right, they're gonna have a nuclear destruction, right? Gonna take place, in the land of America and also in the land of Israel, because these Russians, known basically in the scripture as Gog, or Magog, they're gonna play a very important role, in this coming destruction. So we're very close right now, right? This is Ezekiel 38. I'm just jump straight to the point. And verse 18 says, and it shall come to pass at the same time when Gog, which is basically Russia today, shall come against the land of Israel. So the Russians them also going to come against the land of Israel. Not only America, but also the land of Israel, right? According to, Bible prophecy, right? That scripture, I speak about, right? Come against, right? The land of Israel, saith the Lord. Power, right? That my fury shall come up in my face, for in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. And we're going to basically, cause that great shaking to take place in the land of Israel. Right? These ICBM missiles, right, going to basically hit the land of Israel, because, that land of basically get purged before, we go back in there and go live. So we're very close right now to a nuclear destruction. Right? So the closest we ever get, throughout history, to a nuclear, fallout. Right? Even closer than going back during the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis. So seems to be basically very close to the end of the society. Right? But you have certain other prophecies, also as I mentioned, have come to pass. And the main one, the MOTB, the famine and the word. Right? You name it. These things have happened before this war kick off, but we see that these nations are ready right now to basically go at it. Right? Because, the scripture tells us that the Lord, using the angels them, work on the mind of these leaders, because that's how they really follow them thing. Alright, this is Proverbs 21 and verse 1 say, the king's heart, meaning the king's mind, go back to the Hebrew word lab, which basically means mind, is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of waters, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the king's heart, meaning the king's mind, is in the hands of the Lord. So the Lord send the angels them to basically, bring forth, certain things on the earth. Right? Like, working on the minds of these leaders. Right? So even though we have Netanyahu, right, go back into power now, one of the main one who have to basically, get rid of Iran altogether. So we see how things happening right now. Right? The angels them basically are bring forth, right, how Bashim Shai work, on the earth, because, seeing how close they're right now to the prophecies them to come to pass. Right? Least of the flock, which is basically these so-called Jews, are these Israeli join America out in this Third World War. As I am the video, I mentioned, right, that Israel is ready to basically attack Iran, whether America ready or not. Right? They're ready to basically go at Iran right now. Right?
Of America. This information was distributed to international media directly from General Amiri Hajizadeh, the commander of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard's aerospace unit, less than 24 hours ago, saying that the hypersonic missiles, like their traditional counterparts, can deliver nuclear weapons. They warn that they can fly more than 5 times the speed of sound. They are completely untouchable, Iran says, by Israeli and American anti-missile capabilities. Open source intelligence information shows that the United States, together with Israel, are moving assets into place. They're doing this to send a message to Iran that will either incapacitate its missile production capabilities or its launching systems, or at least render them useless into the foreseeable future. What we may be looking at here, one intelligence source is quoted as saying, is that Israel may have finally found its red lines crossed by Iran with the admission of this technology, and rather than handling the offensive using normal chains of operations, Israel is now waiting for the signal to strike, either with or without the United States of America.
Exactly.
The fact of the matter is, the source continued, that America cannot afford to fight as many fronts as it is, seeing itself managing what it is looking at here in the near future. America cannot fight China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran in the military theater while fighting Iran in the military theater while fighting a rising Eastern financial domination in the eastern sector.
Revelation 7 and verse 1 says, after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 wings of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the sea, on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Right, and what is that wind? Right, according to what written in Jeremiah 51, right, it tells us that thus saith the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon, which is America today, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind, which is that basically nuclear, shock wave, when these ICBM missile worried, it, certain place, you have all that of mushroom code come up, and you have the shock wave. Like, he always uses movie as, a reference to explain, basically analogy how we basically speak about Terminator 2, Judgment Day with Sarah Connor, that wall of fire, that fire will sweep across, destroying everything in its path. Right, that is basically that nuclear wind. Right, talking about that nuclear destroying wind, shock wave, will destroy every single thing. Right, so we're very close right now. So they have the angels them now. I take them time and release the 4 the 4 wings as the scripture say. Because more and more we see how things are happening right now swiftly and speedily, right? Israel is ready now for basically go at Iran, which are basically fulfill Bible prophecy, but we know that you have certain things that have happen before this war kick off full-fledged, because when this war starts, there's no stopping. So the angels them I take time and release the 4 wings as scripture speak about. Right, back to Revelation 7 and 1 again say, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 wings of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascended from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to earth the earth and the sea, saying, earth not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their 4 heads. So we see how close they are right now, because things are happening speedily. Right now, Israel is ready to attack Iran. Over the years, we've been waiting for certain moves and making the hurt. Now we're seeing everything happen at the same time. Right? Israel is ready now. Right? And it's a very important thing in Bible prophecy. Right? Least of the flock. I'll draw them out. So we're very close right now. So the elect is basically almost sealed right now. So scripture say, earth not the earth, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of Yahweh Shemir Shai in their forehead. So very close right now to this destruction. Right? This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 1 say, but of the times and the seasons, virgin, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So we understand and we know that. So the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, who now watch? Right? They're going to catch a lot of people, as a thief in the night. Because majority of people are not looking to see these things happening. So people say, we understand and we know. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right? So a lot of people, they're going to get destroyed in this coming nuclear destruction, because all these things happening right now, and a lot of people don't even hear. Right? They hear about certain things like what take place now, even in the Ukraine. Right? Them caught them ears, they don't want to hear these things, because according to them, it's negative. But they don't understand and know what they're going to lead to. Right? That's how people ignore these things, yo. Because it sounds scary. But it's a reality. It is a reality of basically what will take place, yo. Right? So people say, when they shall think of peace and safety, then sudden destruction will come upon them. So this is what is basically happened to a lot of people. Right? According to the scripture. Right? So that I say all praises and honor unto Yahweh Hashem Shai Hashem Kodash. And this is unto the elders of great men stone. Shalom to all the brothers them. You know, they're pushing this truth in all sincerity and in all honesty. Shalom.